Good morning. You're listening to Big Dog Country, WIFO FM in Jesup. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO, and it's brought to you by Van's Barbecue, by First Southern Bank, Murphy Builder Supply, O'Quinn & Associates, and Connection Coffee and Creamery.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jesup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner specials. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
Do you know why most people don't invest outside work or at all? Because they don't know where to start and they don't know who to talk with. If this is you, give me a call. Hi, this is Sean O'Quinn. I can help set up a plan no matter where you are in life to get you on a suitable path to a sound financial future. Give me a call, Sean O'Quinn, at 912-385-1000 or stop by the office at 212 South First Street right here in Jesup. That number again is 912-385-1000.
Nothing brings people together quite like a great cup of coffee. At the Connection Coffee and Creamery, you will find a place where conversations begin and friendship never ends. Whether you're looking for a space to connect or a caffeine pick-me-up on your way to work, we've got just what you're looking for. From delicious handcrafted beverages to rich creamy ice cream or a filling breakfast and lunch items, we've got you covered. Short on time? Order through our Joe app or give us a call and we will have your items ready for pickup in our drive-thru. We are open Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 to 2. We are located at 254 West Cherry Street. We look forward to connecting with you.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
The world-famous Butch and Bob Show.
World-famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. Good morning, Bob. How you doing?
Ready for this game.
You ready for Friday Night Football?
Ready.
Waynesboro, Georgia, Burke County, Wayne County. We'll talk about a little bit more about that in just a little bit. But right now, we have on the phone with us is State Senator Russ Goodman. He represents counties south of us, starting with Pierce County and on down. And good morning, Senator. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing great. It's good to be with y'all today. Yes, sir, I represent the 8th Senate District. So I represent Lowndes, Eccles, Clinch, Lanier, Atkinson, Ware, and Pierce counties.
Man, you got a whole big area down there, don't you?
Yes, sir. Our Senate districts down here are pretty large. They sure are.
Right. And, of course, our state senator, Senator Blake Tillery here for Wayne County, you said you and him are pretty good buds. Is that right? Y'all work together well.
Man, Blake is a very good friend of mine, and I tell you, he's good people. He's one of the smartest guys in that building, and I tell you, I'm really glad that we've got somebody from South Georgia that's chairman of the Appropriations Committee in the State Senate. It means a lot.
Again, we've got State Senator Russ Goodman on, represents counties south of us, as you just heard. You're going to be speaking at an event tomorrow in Blackshear. Tell us what that is, what's going on, and what you're going to be talking about, Senator.
Well, sure, absolutely. I serve as the chairman of the Agriculture Committee in the State Senate, and I'm a 7th-generation South Georgia farmer. And, you know, I came of age in the 1980s during the farm economy collapse of the 1980s when a third of the family farms in the country were foreclosed on. And I talk a lot about food security in my role as chairman of the Agriculture Committee. And, you know, the average age of a farmer today is 60 years old, and the farmer's share of the American food dollar is half of what it was in 1980. And when you look at, I think, the biggest three threats to the American family farm, which is, you know, the key ingredient, so to speak, in our food security in this country, the three largest threats are corporate consolidation, overregulation, and unfair trade. And so, you know, I'm going to be talking about that and talking about our dependence upon other countries. You know, Russia and the Ukraine produce 67.11% of the world's ammonium nitrate. And you look at our plant protection products, our fungicides, herbicides, insecticides. You know, we found out through the COVID pandemic that so much of the raw materials for our medicines we were dependent upon China. Well, those same chemistry corporations also have ag divisions. And so I'm just going to be talking about all that and what that means and how important, you know, the American family farm is in our food security and things that we need to address. Kind of looking forward to it.
Okay, that'll be a good talk down there. Now, where is it going to be held and what time?
I believe it's going to be held at 10 o'clock at the Farm Service Agency office in Blackshear, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that is the case.
Okay, so that's at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning there at the Farm Service Building, you said?
Yes, sir.
In Blackshear. And is everyone is invited to come hear you speak about the, you know, being you head of the Agriculture Committee here in the Senate for the state of Georgia? I'm sure you've got some important and words to speak to the farmers and people in the agriculture community and just curious people, right?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, it's you know, the biggest, in order, I'm a blueberry farmer, right? In 2010, this is just when you're talking about unfair trade. In 2010, Mexico shipped in 1.8 million pounds of blueberries into the United States, and last year it was 63 million pounds. So in that same amount of time, well, a little over 15 years, like the co-op I'm a part of, we've gone from having 550 grower members to 177.
Wow.
And so, you know, that's a big issue. I mean, my local bank in the little town where I live, blueberries make up about 35% of the loan portfolio. And in South Georgia, blueberries are close to $1 billion industry now. It's or has about $800 million worth of economic impact, I should say. But yeah, you know, we're going to be talking about the corporate consolidation. You know, our four largest corn seed corporations have 80% of the market share. Our four largest soybean seed corporations have 76% of the market share. The four largest corporations that make all of our ag chem products, they have 85% of the market share. And so, you know, every industry that the farmer buys from and every industry that the farmer sells to is consolidated, which is taking competition out of the marketplace. And you know, when you go into a grocery store, there's about 10 corporations that control about 70% of everything that's sold in a grocery store.
Man.
So what you end up with, you know, when I was coming along, everybody had hogs in South Georgia, and you had the integrators come about. You had Murphy, Carroll, and Prestige and Smithfield, and they got all the hog production under their umbrellas, and then Smithfield went about buying up their competitors one by one, and then they get to the point that they've got the majority control of all the marketing and processing of pork in the United States, and then they sell to the Chinese. And so when you look at corporate consolidation, I think it's best illustrated with what happened with the baby formula crisis. I don't know if that Abbott plant in Michigan, I don't know if there's two infants that died. I don't know if they died from that formula that was produced in that plant. And I don't know if the FDA should have shut them down, and I don't know if they got them going back fast enough. I don't know all the answers to that, but I do know that the root cause of the problem is you now have only 3 corporations that are making all the baby formula that's consumed in the country, and one plant going down, and we look like a third world country having airlift baby formula in here, you know. And so food agriculture is a little bit different industry than some others. We don't ever want to get to where we're dependent upon other countries for our food supply.
Okay. State Senator Russ Goodman on the phone with us this morning. He's going to be speaking in Blackshear tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. at the Farm Services Building out there on agriculture in Georgia, but agriculture worldwide and the United States. So if you'd like to go speak to him, you listen to him tomorrow and talk to him, go down to Blackshear tomorrow at 10 a.m. to the Farm Services Building and hear Senator Russ Goodman speak. He is chairman of the Agriculture Committee for the Senate of the state of Georgia, and he'll have some very informative words for people able to hear. Senator, anything else that you'd like to add?
No, I just hope everyone's doing well today. I hope everybody's having a great Friday, and if you talk to Senator Tillery soon, tell him as Buddy Russ says, hey.
Sure will. You take care and have a good talk there in Blackshear tomorrow, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Right.
Appreciate you.
Take care. All right. Bye-bye. All right, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jesup. We've got guest in the green room. We'll continue on with the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in 90 seconds. Stay tuned.
South Georgia weather.
Here's your WIFO forecast. Mostly sunny, northwest breeze, highs mid-80s, partly cloudy, low 60s for tonight. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, highs mid-80s, partly cloudy, low 60s Saturday night. Then Sunday, sunshine, highs low 80s. Monday, sunshine, highs low 80s. Tuesday, sunshine, highs in the low 80s. Wednesday, sunshine, highs mid-80s. Georgia Chief Meteorologist John Weatherby in the GNN Weather Center.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties since 1998. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the local nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our administrative office is located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, and Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak with someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jesup. We continue on with the world-famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO. And in the studio with us right now is Jesup native Angela Gail Griffin, who's written a book. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Butch. Thanks for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm happy to be here. This is a new experience for me. I've never been on the radio before.
Well,
so,
we're just talking.
We're just talking.
We're just talking.
Like,
now, you're
like
a
old buddies.
Yeah, just like a couple. But you're originally from Jesup, is that right?
I am. I was born here. I went to Orange Street Elementary School and Jesup Junior High. I have nothing but fond memories of Jesup. It's a sweet little town, and it's good to be back. It does feel like home.
Okay, now where do you live now?
I live in Eatonton on Lake Sinclair.
Okay.
So it's about a little over 3 hours from here. But we love to come down here and spend some time. I still have an aunt and uncle here, Johnny and Calvin Hayes. And that's where we're staying now, in their lovely guest quarters. So shout out to my Aunt Johnny and Uncle Calvin, who are listening right now.
And that's great that you're in town. Now, the reason why you're in town is you've got a book signing tomorrow at the Wayne County Library. Tell us about what you're going to be doing about the book, the inspiration for the book, and the details about it.
Okay, the book signing is at the Wayne County Library from 10 to 1. The manager there, Casey Wells, has been wonderful to help me put this together. We're providing snacks. We'll have a coffee bar, donuts and muffins, so come and grab a cup of coffee. I'm going to display my research materials because I have a plethora of them. The book that I wrote took me 2 years to write. It required a lot of research, so I thought it would be fun to share that with visitors who come, and hopefully we'll buy a book, and I'll be happy to sign it and say hello.
The name of the book is Women of the Wind. So tell us a little about the book and your inspiration for it.
Okay, the book for inspiration is solely from my mother. It is her story. She named me Angela, and Angela, the Greek origin, my name is of Greek origin, means messenger. And I've tried to figure out why I felt so compelled to write the story. For 20 years, I wanted to write my mother's story. I'm like, why me? Why me? I have 3 other siblings. But when she told me stories about her grandmother, I was fascinated, enthralled. I was like, I couldn't get it out of my mind. For 20 years, I've had it on my mind, and to write her story, to be her messenger. I am the 3rd generation storyteller. My Aunt Belle told my mother stories about my great-grandmother. My mother passed them to me. And I felt like if I don't write a book, they will die with my mother. She died in 2013. And I know she wanted the story told. And I just, when I retired and I had plenty of time, and then the pandemic hit, I think a lot of people decided to write books in 2020.
Well, let me write a book.
That's right. So I closed myself up in my little spare bedroom in my bungalow on Lake Lanier. I wrote the book on a card table because I didn't have much room in there. I had a little bed and a desk. But, I always say, if you want to do something, you'll figure out how to do it, you know. So that's...
Have you written anything before?
I have not.
So this is your first?
It was my first book, but
I've
written things along the way, little stories, short stories. I've written stories to my daughter about my childhood. I feel like the sweetest gift a mother can give a child is the story of herself.
Okay. Well, what is the essence of the book?
Okay, it spans 3 generations of women, starting with my great-grandmother, born in 1886. We do not know where she came from. I cannot track her until a census in 1900 when she was 14, and she had been taken into into the Moody family over in Brentwood and Odom. They adopted her. I don't know when they adopted her. We can't go any further back than 14, because the census 10 years prior to that burned up. So she would have been 4 years old in that census, but I don't know where she was. I don't know if she was with her birth family. I know her birth family name was Fulcher, but she was adopted by the Moody's, and she grew up, and then she married into the Odom family. So that's where the story gets really interesting, what happened when she married into the Odom family. But I track the circumstances of her life and the fact that she did something really horrible to her only child, my grandmother, when she was an infant. And that was the hook of the story that I could not let go. And I wanted to get to know my grandmother. She was, of course, dead when I was born, but when my mother told me about her, I'm like, I have to figure out, why would she do such a horrible thing? I had to find out everything I could about this woman. And were the stories true? So the first thing I did was I went to the Wayne County Courthouse 20 years ago, and I found documents that proved everything my mother told me were true. They were so old, they were handwritten by a scribe. No typewriter, so old, in the early 1900s, and everything she told me was true. I found a marriage certificate when she married. I found the divorce papers. I found anyway, it goes on and on and on. You got to read the book.
Yeah, on the title, on the cover here of your book, it says a true story of abandonment, abduction, and abuse, and the women who survived it all.
That's right. That's right.
And you'll be signing this book tomorrow from 10 to when?
At the library, 10 to 1.
10 to 1.
But can I give a shout out to
you can
another?
Talk anything you want. Go right ahead.
I'm doing another signing today at the Watermelon Creek Vineyard from 12:30 to 3. Yes, the lovely owner Deborah Tillman, Charles and Deborah Tillman, have the winery in Glenville. She said, if you're, why don't you come and do a signing with us? And I said, sure. So when we leave here, we'll go there and have lunch. They have delicious food, and I'm inviting anyone to come today to the signing at 12:30. If you'd like to eat, please call for a reservation, and she'll get you all set up.
And what's the name of that business again?
Watermelon Creek Vineyard in Glenville.
Watermelon Creek Vineyard in Glenville.
Yes.
And you'll be speaking there beginning at 12:30?
Yes. And I have a phone number if people want reservations.
Okay.
It's 912-654-0107.
Okay. 912-254-0107.
654.
654.
Yeah. 912-654-0107.
Okay. All right.
Deborah Tillman will set you up.
Deborah Tillman will get you all set up there at Watermelon, huh?
Yeah.
In Glenville.
Yeah.
Well, we encourage folks to go by there today and then by the library here in Wayne County tomorrow from 10 to 1. Meet former Jesup native Angela Gail Griffin. get her book, take a look at it, and she'll sign it for you. And you can read about it, about some of the history of some of the women here in Wayne County from the late 1800s all the way up to...
That's right. That's right.
3 generations.
The book is all over Wayne County. Odom, Brentwood, Jesup, Madry Springs, the Crossroads. My mother grew up in Madry Springs. Okay. And, my husband just whispered in my ear.
Keeping you on track.
Yeah, he says, mention that I did enter the book in a national independent writers competition, and it won Best Regional Nonfiction Book for the Southeastern United States.
Wow.
So it's a National Indie Excellence Award. Yeah, I do. So that was really special to get that award. So
okay.
Yeah, thank you, Butch.
Well, appreciate you coming in like this. Y'all have a good time today over in Glenville, and then tomorrow here in Wayne County at the Wayne County Library in Jesup.
One other thing.
Sure.
I've written another book.
Oh, okay.
It's coming out October 15th. It's a book about Taylor Swift, and it's the new release for a series for children ages 8 to 12. And it focuses on celebrities, famous people, and what they were like as children. What was it in their childhood that they did that caused them to become the famous people that they are today? And so it's an easy read. It says it's for children, but I think adults would enjoy it as well. Check it out on Amazon October 15th.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.
Pleasure meeting you once again.
You too, Butch.
And have a good time at the book signings today and tomorrow. And good luck with the book. Okay.
Thank you for having me.
All right. 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. Bob, Wayne County football tonight. Very important game as the Wayne County Yellow Jackets travel up to Waynesboro to take on Burke County. Ought to be really good.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first region game of the year. It's a very important game for both teams because, most people assume BC's going to roll in the region, so they still got to get through Burke and Wayne. But, again, this will, most people think this is for a home playoff game. So, big game at Burke. They got a good team, good coach and staff, as Coach Shaw mentioned in the sportscast this morning. But players seem excited, coaches seem excited, so it should be a fun game. Hopefully a good crowd on hand to support Wayne County Yellow Jackets tonight over in Burke County.
It's going to be a gorgeous night, so I'm sure a lot of folks in Wayne County will be heading up to Waynesboro to see Wayne County take on Burke County, and this is a very important first region game of the year. Starting off big time, starting with Burke,
Burke, yeah. We've got 3. This starts the first of 3 road games. We go to Burke, go to the Islands, go to New Hampstead before we come home and take on BC and Southeast Boulder to close out the season. So season's winding down, but this is the first region ball game of the season.
All right, sounds good. Anything else on your mind this morning, Bob?
Just want to remind people about the Sunday game. It's the Jaguars and Falcons both out in London. We got church service on FM, so that game's going to be on AM 1370 Sunday morning.
A lot of people on Fox Sports Radio 1370 AM, The Buzz, WLOP, beginning at 8:30 on Sunday morning. The Atlanta Falcons and Jacksonville Jaguars. So just turn it to your AM dial on your radio beginning at 8:30 for pregame kickoff at 9:30.
Early kickoff.
Early kickoff when you're in London. They're 5 hours ahead of us. All right, Bob. Anything else for the weekend?
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs. Yeah, go Dogs. All right, take care. All right, 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. And we've got a giveaway right now. This is from the Wayne County Exchange Club. Last week, I believe, or week before, we had folks on from the week before, I believe we had folks in from the Wayne County Exchange Club, and they've got a fundraiser that's going on called Mom Prom. It's going to be held Saturday, October 14th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Pine Forest Country Club here in Jesup. And it's ladies' night out. It's for ladies only. You don't have to be a mom. It just sounded good when they said mom prom, but it can be for any lady that would like to be able to go. There's going to be food. There's going to be DJs. There's going to be dancing. There's going to be all kinds of fun for you ladies. And all ladies are invited to the mom prom. And the funds raised from this will go to the Exchange Club to help support youth events and youth charity here in Wayne County. And so everyone's invited. All you ladies are invited to the Mom Prom Ladies Night Out at the Pine Forest Country Club coming up on Saturday, October 14th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's for ladies only, for women only. Like I said, you don't have to be a mom. They just call it the Mom Prom. And the Exchange Club will use these funds to help support the youth here in Wayne County. Now, tickets are $40. $40 to get in, to be able to get in. And this ticket voucher is valued at $40. For that $40, you get to get into the event. You get the food, you get the entertainment, you get the dancing. Plus, with this ticket winner, with this ticket right now, you must be age 21 and over because you will receive 2 drink vouchers at the door with this ticket winner here from the Exchange Club and WIFO. So if you're a lady out there and you would like to be able to go to the Mom Prom Ladies Night Out Saturday, October 14th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Pine Forest Country Club, then text your name in right now to 912-427-3711. Remember, they're going to have DJs there. They're going to have food. They're going to have dancing and fun. This Mom Prom, which is for all ladies, Ladies Night Out, all ladies are eligible to go to it. And with this ticket voucher here, you must be 21 or older because not only do you receive the fun, the food, the fun activities, the band, the whole thing, you also receive 2 drink vouchers. It's valued at $40. Ladies, if you'd like to go, then text your name in right now to 912-427-3711, and I'll take lucky number 7. The 7th text that comes in will win this ticket voucher to go to the Mom Prom Ladies Night Out at the Pine Forest Country Club on October 14th from 6 to 8 p.m. It's put on and sponsored by the Wayne County Exchange Club. It's a fundraiser to help youth events here and youth charity in Wayne County. So, ladies, text your name in now, just your name, to 912-427-3711. Text now and we'll let you know who the winner is in just a few moments. World famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Van's Barbecue, First Southern Bank, Murphy Builder Supply, Coffee Connection Coffee and Creamery, and Oak Quinn and Associates.